So here we're going to give you a walking tour of Howard's layout. So as you approach the basement of the layout, on the wall here, this is what you're greeted with. So you get to the bottom step.
I think we do actually. I know the first three are sold out, but I think we have a last one sold.
Turn to your left.
Did you ever do anything? Did you ever hear of like the pomegranate on the hill?
Sure. I know Michael very well.
Okay.
Of course. I've never attended it. I know about it.
My wife, 4th of July.
Turn to your right. So, as we step down into the basement, the first expansion was 20 foot by 60 foot.
Just because, you know.
So,
and she would take a section of tree trunk and make a pool out of it. And it did her a lot of good when she was working. She was like in an IT department at a hospital down in Towson. And she'd be putting in 10, 11-hour days. She'd come home and she'd be, you know, can you start dinner? I said, yeah. Okay, I'm going outside. She would take that, she had the
Fred building it, and pictures of it in cardboard strips, and stories.
Just to
about
unwind
600 pages.
See all these dogs.
No, not yet. We're going to get them. They do.
as I say, this is the first expansion. Howard was kind enough to allow us, about 14 of us, I want to say, helped him work on a layout every Wednesday to build this expansion under his direction. And then he was kind enough to allow, you know, to name areas after us. So this is Mac, down to Mac. And now lives, I believe, over on the eastern shore of Maryland. So I'm in a train show there years ago. So, and then we come down here. This is Gilbert's Gulch. Funny story there is this concrete arch bridge. We came in one Wednesday and he was just starting constructing it. We come back the next Wednesday and it was finished in place, weathered, the whole 9 yards. So we were bowing down to Howard saying, we're not worthy. So, yeah, he's a remarkable modeler and a good friend. So we'll come around to the town of Denbeck.
There were about 15, 20 people on the stage on the cover. And Walt's talking to McLean. And I don't think he knew the mic was on because he said, Roger, this isn't what you bargained for. If you don't want to go on, it's okay. You know. And Roger, he said, there's people here, let's do it. So for
Past Howard here. We're good, Howard. We're good.
Clark, too, from that
So we come around here.
I haven't been up there in about 5 years. What happened was I my God.
And we have the town of Eisenbach there, the station.
Yeah.
And the UB pooping plant, which is kind of funny. I did ask Howard why it was put in the town of Eisen. I thought he was maybe trying to send me a message. But he said no. Engine facility. Old bridge.
can imagine the before and a hemorrhoid ointment ad, that's what she looked like. And we did those sets. Maybe you have 20,000 a week. So finally I decided to bring in some gorgeous gals. Took that Hollywood quality.
When you don't come down.
Now we're coming down into what was the original section of the layout, which was 26 foot square, that Howard has since rebuilt. It used to be, when we get there I'll show you, it was the town of Piermont on his layout. But through a misfortune we had to rebuild that. So really the only, actually, sorry, I'm gonna go back here for a second. The only original part of the layout is here. This section right here is the only original section of the layout. So that runs down to about, we get down to this fine scale miniatures kit. I think that was on the original layout, which is here. I'm gonna turn around and go back here, and coming out of Old Bridge. We'll go back here. Now, this place used to get really hot until Howard decided to replace all the lights with LEDs. I think in my previous video I said that we had to call BG&E, tell them to put another substation online because we had so many pot lights we were turning on. So anyway, this is the area from about here around, which was the original 26 foot square section of the layout. So you can see his scenery goes pretty far down. I'll walk around and show you that section too. So around here, I'm going to break this into smaller videos because I have difficulty downloading the huge files, even with iCloud. So back here, coal yard, mine, I should say. This shot, always liked this shot here. Molt's mine, real men work here. It has a bunch of really cool signs on the layout. Let's see the houses. Yes, I never really noticed that house in the background back there. Engine servicing facility here. Belfort Gap Yard. Howard's son, Scratch, built that station under Howard's tutelage. Really neat. What's in the gap? Roadkill du jour. Oops. Sorry about the finger. Didn't mean to give you the finger. Has a bunch of waterfalls on the layout. And the photographers here are waving to nice young ladies down below, sunbathing, skinny dipping. Anyway, we're back to here. Where's this one? Where's the finger? So right now I'm going to just end this one and start a new one. Anyway, this new section here, this is the latest section that was just added. I forget what year it was. It's 17 by 44 foot. He does have a few fine scale miniature kits that either he built or were built for him. I think that's a Campbell's model right here. So I know it's kind of a quick walk around. There's so much to see. It's unbelievable. So engine terminal here.
Cleaning car about every day.
Bernard Yard up here.
It probably take if somebody coming down on an operation, and it'll take them about 10 hours to figure it out.
So, most of the structures on here were scratch built by Howard. So just pretty neat. There are some Woodland Scenics kits in here, or not kits, but built ups and some other stuff. For the most part, the majority of the structures were built by Howard. So, and in the background, it won't get around. Let's get around here, go past Morris, my friend. And in the background, the station background is Carl. Let me come around here. To all the bridges. Waterfall. Coming around. Riverboat coming around to this town of Sandy.
All that suffering on a creeper. Suffering. Right now, we got a problem for some freaking reason. So he's filming. I didn't know he was filming. Yeah.
And then we're almost to the end here. Absolutely phenomenal railroad. Highly recommend, if you can ever get over to see it, to do that. So that's pretty much the end of the tour. We've covered the entire layout at this point. So maybe if we can run some trains, I'll do a couple run-bys for you. But
just get by here. Oh, I see. Shooting.
This is the green one.
This is
Scary. It runs great this direction.
He's a cool here from here.
We'll stop her now.
Thanks.